Hi, welcome back to Real Auto Reports. I'm Jonathan McGrew, and today we are in the 2013 Ford Fusion. This is the all-new redesigned Fusion, and we're going to give you the real first impressions video of this pretty interesting new offering from Ford. Now, if you're wondering why I'm sitting in the car today, it's because it is a blustery day. So let's go and take a look at the front.
From the front, the 2013 Ford Fusion is very different from its previous generation, and that's a good thing. This car looks lower, wider, sportier, and higher class. You know, Ford's probably going to kill me for saying this, but this car really does look like an Aston Martin or a Jaguar. It's got that prowling, low, four-door coupe-like look that we really like. And it gives this car a real uplift in its visuals. And as you can see here, we have the tri-coat white color, so it's that metallic pearlescence type of white, and it really sets off the car and makes it look high class. Love the new bumper and grille openings, the new fog lights with the trim rings, and the much smaller headlights that give this car a much more aggressive look. Also, really take in the hood detail there because it is quite spectacular. From the side, what you're going to find is what Ford calls the dramatic evolution of the Fusion. This is characterized by visual efficiency. At least that's their designer speak. What they're really trying to say is that this car has fluid motion even when it's sitting still. It really does look like it is ready to just keep on going right out of the picture here. And notice some of the detail here, you know, that strong body line going through the door handles, the coupe-like silhouette, and this is based on the Mondeo, if you're familiar with the global design platform and the vehicles over in Europe. Also notice this body line in the lower portion of the body side that gives you that angular upward motion towards the back and really draws the eye along the back of the car. It is a beautiful redesign, and we really think they deserve credit for giving it real nice personality. From the back, what you're going to find is really where the design finishes and where it tidies up. And a lot of times, the back of a car can be a little disappointing, but you know, designers have really gotten good at not just kind of letting it drop off the back end. You can see how the body lines come together, the bumper wraps around. There's a little detail there in the lower portion here. If you look in the right hand portion of the bumper cover, there's this little detail. Integrated rear exhaust outlets and the reflectors just above them, also brought out by that black trim. You've got some detail here around the license plate, giving it what really mimics the front grille. And then, of course, because this titanium has the extra package, it has the little spoiler as well, just to set off the back here. Of course, you're going to have your rear backup camera and your rear park assist, which you can just barely see there in the little dots in the rear bumper. From the driver's seat, if you are used to other Fords, this Fusion is going to feel like home because it is using a lot of the similar technologies to its cousins like the Ford Taurus and even the Ford Explorer. It has the dual color displays on either side of the centered speedometer. Of course, you have your Ford Sync system and the upgraded Sony audio system in this titanium edition. You can see all the wheel controls there, and the steering wheel is very similar to what you'll also find in the Taurus and the Ford Explorer Sport. We have reviews on the Explorer Sport on our page that you can check out and see how similar these cars are, and it's really because of the usability. Now, some other interesting things about the Ford Fusion is that this interior, like the outside, is all new. And there's a lot of things that go into this interior that are kind of interesting. There's a lot of soy use. In fact, this car has soy foam in the headliner and in the seats. Some other things that about the sustainability of the Ford Fusion, and that's a big focus on this car. And no, not its little cousin, the little city car. No. We're talking about the focus on sustainability from Ford, and what you have is the ability to feel I guess, environmentally conscious when you buy one of these cars. There's 38.9 clear plastic recycled bottles in the cloth seats in a cloth seated Fusion. This one has leather, so it doesn't apply. But there's about 31,250 soybeans in this car. And you have the equivalent to 2 average size pairs of American blue jeans built into the materials of this car. The focus on sustainability from Ford is really cool. They also use things like coconut, not the inside, not the what competes with farms and stuff. No. They only use the wrapper of the coconut or the skin to also make materials. And what it really does is it creates not only a feel-good sense when you buy the car, but what's really remarkable is you don't even notice because this interior is so nice and well designed. Also, check out the detail in the rear back seats that we were showing. It is pretty cool. So you might have to rewind and take another look. The hood, there's really a lot to talk about with the Fusion. Ford offers you, the consumer, what they called the power of choice. And yes, it's a little bit of a play on words because you can really choose your power options and the economy and environmental friendliness you get out of them. So of course you have your base model with the 2.5 liter in two-wheel drive only, or you can step up to the 1.6 EcoBoost 4-cylinder, and that will be two-wheel drive in a manual or in an automatic with start-stop technology, so it'll turn off at lights. Kind of cool. And then you can go up to what we have here in the titanium, which is the 2-liter EcoBoost all-wheel drive, and that's going to change your fuel economy yet again. Then there is the hybrid that you can get, which that is the class-leading 47 miles per gallon city, highway, and combined, according to their website. And then there's the new plug-in hybrid option, the Energy, which starts in the Energy SE, and that will do 44 in city, 41 on the highway, 43 combined, and 108 mpge in the city, 92 on the highway, and 100 combined, according to their website. Some fantastic numbers. But if you're going to look at this titanium with the 2-liter EcoBoost, all-wheel drive, and a lot of fun power and get up and go, you're going to see 22 miles per gallon in the city, 31 on the highway, and 25 combined. Hitting the road in the 2013 Ford Fusion, well, it's, an all-new redesigned car. It's got good visibility, even for being a coupe with this scooped back roof line. You don't notice it too much. In fact, I think it is a lot more open than its larger cousin, the Taurus. I think you will notice some blind spots though, but the blind spot monitoring that comes in this car and all of the safety features will keep you safe and aware of the vehicles around you. It turns really well in the all-wheel drive. Something we look for in all-wheel drive is to see if it binds up when you try to do a tight turning circle like we're showing here, and it is all good. It has great power. The turbo lag is almost non-existent because of the twin scroll turbo in the EcoBoost, something that Ford has really made a name for themselves with by having EcoBoost in this twin turbo direct injection setup, taking the place of larger V8 and V6 motors in a lot of models. It's a nice driving car, a nice riding car, and it might just make your list of new cars to check out.
So that's the Real First Impressions video edition of the 2013 Ford Fusion. What you're going to see here, as you can see from our video, is really the top of the line. This has leather and a lot of neat features like the sync system, navigation, auto start, keyless push button to start, lots of stuff in this car that makes it feel a lot higher class even than the old version, which was a step up from its previous generation. And so you can see the continual improvement from Ford and what they're offering the consumer. I mean, this is really the next phase of the Fusion. It's going to look longer, lower, wider, and it's going to look higher class. Now, it might not necessarily be bigger, but it feels like it's got a lot more room here on the inside. Make sure you stay tuned for the real video, the real review coming up when we get this car in the Colorado press fleet. We think this is going to be a fun car to test, so we hope you come back and join us. Thanks for watching. I'm Jonathan McGrew, and we'll see you down the road.